This is directed to both Kirk and Logan, please. Um, I have learned over the years that everybody talks about the lack of more compelling data, and a lot of the insiders that I've met with clearly said, "Yeah, that data exists. It's 4K video, radar, and then they talk about why it's not released, and I think it's one of the justifications commonly used is ways and methods, or methods and ways, or something. And I think to myself, well, sure, can't you just get rid of the rest of that data and just produce the image of the object itself? So in your opinion, Kirk and Logan, um, what are the real reasons why they're not revealing or releasing the more compelling data that's been collected internally?
I'll let you go, Kirk.
Well, Logan, you were the intelligence officer, but what people have said to us is, yeah, to kind of repeat James's characterization, is that they say, it's the platform and the sensor that took it, that you can derive characteristics of the sensor based upon the data that is released. And I don't understand the science of this, but I have heard this so often in the past, even in connection with non-UAP events, that there's some basis for this, but I frankly think that this is mostly based upon that they don't want this stuff to come out. I think they feel like it, if nothing else, that it breeds some, not hysteria, but, fascination and preoccupation on the part of the public for reasons that they think are unfounded. But, I also think that they try to keep this kind of thing from Congress, where it's not a classification issue. I think it's just that they don't want Congress to see this kind of stuff.
Okay. Giving this some thought, there are some technical reasons, sources and methods, I think is what you were trying to allude to, James.
Thank you. Yes.
There are some very valid reasons for that. Okay. And I believe there's reasons for keeping secrets and there's other reasons for not. But there is data that is there. I guess you could scrub it and everything, but I think some of the sources and methods might still be revealed if someone's smart enough. To the average person, no. To a trained person, oh yeah, definitely. And I would pretty much leave it at that. But again, this is why I'm saying the public needs to come together, because I don't think you need the government to get the answers. I think you need the public with the right tools. And taking those right tools and then handing them to someone like you, James, so that you can show it to the world and to the rest of your colleagues, show it to the world what is there. And I think that's the best way to go, because if you don't have a clearance, people can always hide behind that. Hey, you don't have a need to know whatever. What's that term? Physician, heal thyself. Hey, let's take care of ourselves and we'll figure it out.
Thanks, you guys.
Kirk, did you have one more thing you wanted to add?
Very, very quickly, I certainly endorse and appreciate what Logan is saying. One of the challenges that we have is that who's gonna provide the instruments and the calibrated instruments that you'd really like to have recording a UAP. And part of the problem is that the stigma around this issue frankly, really inhibits the scientific community. If we could get past that, I think there would be many more opportunities and people pursuing those opportunities to, get sensor data, scientific sensor data on these things. That's why, I think that the Soul Foundation and Avi Loeb's initiative, and I wish there were 1,000 of these. And I think that if it weren't for the stigma attached to this issue, we probably would have 1,000 of these trying to get data on this phenomenon. And boy, that would really be helpful in achieving what Logan is describing.